when it comes to movies based on certain holidays, you don't usually get the top that combine two holidays together. The you usually you're gonna get a movie that's all about Christmas or a movie that's all about Halloween. However, it's not impossible to do a movie where it combines two different holidays together. The, and that is that I've noticeable in the 1993 stop motion animated feature, The Nightmare Before Christmas. A movie that's both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie at the same time. Seeing how the film is set a lot in Halloween Town, and that's the main location, I'm classing it more as a Halloween movie, which is why I'm reviewing it during Halloween season and not Christmas season. But yeah, out of all the different stop motion films I've seen, this is the one that has one of the most interesting histories to it. Tim Burton was the one that wrote the poem and came up with the idea for the film, and the movie was actually directed by Henry Selick, which has made people divide either of who the real star that brought this film together was. I mean, yeah, Tim Burton's name is in the title, but then, and the credits say it's directed by Henry Selick. As for me, I'm considering it more of a Henry Selick film. Yes, Tim came up with the idea, and wrote the poem, but he didn't direct the movie due to making any other movies at the time, unlike Beetlejuice and Batman. And so since Henry Selick was the main one that directed the film, I'm calling this a Henry Selick movie. Now that I've got that out of the way, what is my history with The Nightmare Before Christmas? Well, I actually saw it for the first time during Halloween last year, and I really liked it. Seeing as this year I wanted to do a lot of reviews on different Halloween films, both old and new, I decided to rewatch it and give it a chance, and I still really liked it, even more than I did the first time. One thing I really do love about this movie is the world building thing. I love the idea of giving each holiday their own little out to them, like Halloween Town and Christmas Town. Each door there's so many different possibilities of different holidays that could cross together. We only got a glimpse of both Halloween Town and Christmas Town, but this leaves the door to many possibilities for different sequels and spin-offs with all the different other holidays and worlds to explore. Or also, I really like how it has a really unique story. Even Jack Skellington and the Pumpkin King might like his job of being the king of Halloween. However, seeing as he does the same old routine every day, every year, he wants a little change in his life. Plus, when he's introduced to Christmas Town, and this obsession really motivates him to become a really interesting character. As he tries to understand and the meaning of Christmas, and how it can spread as much joy as Halloween. I also really like all the different residents of Halloween Town. Yes, Jack is the main character, and he does have an interesting arc. But this is a case where even if the main character is great, the side characters are a lot more interesting. And the mayor is my my personal favourite for how his fate age can change from happy to worry. Wait, also I love how he cut of the scene where he comes to Jack's house the day after Halloween to go over the plan, and for next Halloween just goes, Jack, I'm only a public official. I can't make it to the result on my own. That's a line that's not going to age for a very, very long time. I'm a few, you know, what the different governments around the world I don't like. Also, the film is a musical, cool, and it us have some songs, a lot of songs, and I actually really like the songs. Each one of them do have their own purpose to the feature. My personal favourite ones are Jack's songs. Those are the ones that show his different personality is and how interesting of a character he can be. It's such as numbers with Jack Lemmon. What's there? It's Jack's obsession and poor Jack. Each of his songs do a great job of fitting within the actual narrative of the film. And defeat each even more enjoyable. But I also do like a lot of the other songs, such as this Halloween, Inken at the Sun, Andy Claw, or Sally's song, or the Oogie Boogie song. And the best thing about this is that each one of the songs have their own purpose to the feature. It never feels it's like a song comes in and like, oh, they've got no purpose. Each one of them fits in the narrative in their own way, which I really do like. If I did have to have a problem with the film, it's that I did think the feature might have been a little bit short. The film is only about an hour 20 minutes. And while the film is decently paced throughout, there are a lot of ideas where I do feel like they could have expanded it on a lot more. This is especially the case with certain characters, because Sally is an interesting, Egan character, as adult, that's constantly trying to escape her creative to think, instinct, and does have a crush on Jack. However, the film doesn't really dive deep into the relationship between Jack and Sally, like showing a lot of Sally's feelings for Jack, but it doesn't really give enough time for Jack's perspective on Sally. See, the same can be said about the villain of the feature, Oogie Boogie. Conceptually, he has the potential to make a great Disney villain. Being known as the Boogeyman, and he is the one that is the most fright in Halloween Town. Not to mention that the casino set, I think is something he can really work with, is to make him stand out as a unique threat. However, I don't think the film was clear on his motivations. What did he want to do with Andy Claus? And what's his relationship with other characters? It's implied that either he doesn't like Jack. I can that he wants to take over as role of Halloween, but it's never fully shut. And if they gave her a bit more personality, he would have gone from a good villain to a great villain. But those are just minor problems. Other than that, The Nightmare Before Christmas is a double holiday classic. So, despite being a bit too short, it has a really intriguing story, amazing world building, some likeable characters, there's a great soundtrack, as well as some fantastic stop motion animation. Seriously, the film, I might be 32 years old. Oh, but the animation still, it looks stunning with every single shot of the feature. The film also does have another controversy, I think, which isn't as big. It is the Tim Burton Henry Selick one, but it's mainly during with people of what's the best time to watch this film, during Halloween or Christmas. Well, I mainly watch during Halloween. I think it's worth watching. I think the best time to watch this movie is during the final quarter of the year, like somewhere between October, November, and December. That way, I'll be in the mood, be prepared for the next holiday. But they actually wanted to celebrate. Me personally, I think the best time to watch it would be right in the middle of November, but nearing the end of Halloween, and the dawn of Christmas. That's when I think would be the best time to watch it. But either way, it doesn't change the fact that this film is a double holiday classic, which is why I'm giving this feature a 9 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!